started. Showtime! Round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Stands firm and blocks the driving. There's a corner switch. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player two chases them down. Blocks the low heavy. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Holds out with the block. Player two is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. It's a good spot to use the super. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player one will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round two. Fight!
That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Tries to bait him with the projectile. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The grab misses. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. All right, what's coming up next? Not shy with the grab. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Jumps in. Oh, burnout triggered. That's a who will this critical art hit? Oh, it looks like this will be enough damage for the kill.
Double somersault!
In there! Player one is winning with the greatest of ease.
You put up a fight. Round three. Fight!
The throw whips, hits him with a stopping block. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player two has a slight life lead. Smart play with the throw. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. The impact doesn't do anything. Somersault kick. Going in. Player, burnout activates. Checks him with the boom. Gotta be careful, low heavy. This is gonna hurt. Hits him with a stopping block. Player turns out. Will they go all in without drive? Big time whip. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start. What a finish! Player one was an absolute beast in that match. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Let's get this mission started. Showtime! Round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Misfire with the drive impact. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. All right, what's coming up next? Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Pressuring delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Somehow pushes back all the going on the offensive. Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but there springs forward with the drive rush. KO. Player one will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round two. Fight!
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Starts with a jump in. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Down to the wire. Strings it all together. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. The level 3 super, looking to make them feel it. A nice chunky combo. Can they keep up the assault? Not having the cross up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Shows a medium kick. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Anything could happen here. Checks him with the boom. Throws him to negate the block. A quick breather, springs forward with the drive rush. Both of them are burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 has to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 2 is making this look so easy.
Fight. Round 3. Fight.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? They were right to be on guard there. Neither of them willing to back off here. Will this super art connect? Uses the gauge for the super! They're not playing around here.
Somersault! Too easy.
Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps. Experiencing burnout. Crowns him from above. All in with a rush. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let's get this mission started. Showtime! Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Cross-up blocked. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. No more drive gauge. It takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. How will this impact things? Sonic boom! Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Even with both fighters in burnout, this shout of earth, cranking it up. Good somersault kick. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive to come from the brink like that. What a comeback! Player 1 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win. A blade forward jump there to start. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 has the life advantage. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Grabs him, knockdown. Does a good job of pushing back. Nice tech. Checks him with the boom. Nails the anti-air. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown and was looking for that jump attack. There's a change of sides. Went down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. Each hit is so important. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear?
Round 3. Fight!
Absorbs the attack. Oh! Waddlehat lands a punish counter for the first hit. They gotta escape from the corner before tagging on a super art hit to turn up the heat. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big.
Too easy.
Checks him with a projectile. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter there? Recovers from burnout. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 has a definite escape plan here if they can utilize their S8 gauge. Gets it. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Both fighters are looking for experiencing burnout. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Both fighters brushes that off and keeps going. Connects with medium kick. Burnout activates. Creates an opening which they're going for the super art. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, burnout triggered. What'll happen here? The path of super art? KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let's get this mission started. Showtime! Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 2 has the life lead. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive gauge is complete. Will this super art connect? Taking stock. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Checks him with the boom, experiencing burnout. The pressure is so intense here. KO. Player 1 may have taken the first round, but you can be sure that there will be adjustments on both sides.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Great work finding the opening. Goes for the super art? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Takes a trip. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drop, springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 will KO. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 2 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Both fighters planning something? Doing some quick planning? Shows a medium kick? Opts to continue hit them with a stop and bop. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player picks a good spot to use the super. Knockdown and manages to block the jump-in attack. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Connect with medium kick. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Are we going to see a comeback here? Doesn't take the throw! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
This mission started. Showtime! Round one. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uh-oh. Falls short. Charges in with authority. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They were anticipating that super art. All right, what's coming up next? Can't tech the throw? Life lead opens up. Okay, creating some space here. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here.
Round 2. Fight!
What are both fighters plotting? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Gets a chance at that jump in. Responds to the jump with one of their own to down to the wire. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Knockdown. Both players with no drive in the tank. The quarter makes it with a super art connect. Taking stock. How will this impact things? KO. Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first?
Round 3. Fight!
Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What are they thinking here? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 has the life advantage. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 2 chases them down. Gets the jump in. Holds out with the block. Life Eagle adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Going in, they break things off to take a quick breather. One chance he gets tagged by the fireball. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Checks him with the boom. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. How will this impact things? Jumps in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Sonic Boom! Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 needs to use the Predator corner here. Knockdown and... Oh, burnout triggered! They're trading attacks. Sets up with the jump in. Gets some big game on the wild hunt. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Get out of nowhere. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.